Hotties. I'm not ready to put on my tips yet, but I am going to show you basically what I do when I make my nails for daily post, for my daily shorts. And I had to make a few, so you get to come along for the ride. I only have one main idea in my head I've been thinking about for a couple of days. It's nothing spectacular, but it's something I've been thinking about. So I'm going to start with that. The other two, they'll just come to me as we work along. So we're going to zoom you in. And in my head, this is going to be a French tip. And there's going to be zebra and cheetah print. Zebra and cheetah print. There's going to be cat eye and plain. And they're going to color coordinate, kind of. You'll see what I mean. Like, these are both cat eyes. This is also a thread polish. But I'm thinking about using this over top of this base. You see what I'm saying? It'll be the same thing. So we're going to start with that. And then as we go, you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to paint the whole nail of this color. I've been obsessed with minty greens and blues lately, so that's where we're going with this one. I am not going to swirl this, and I am not going to magnetize it or demagnetize it. I'm leaving it as is and curing it just like that. Okay, there that is. Now I'm going to use this over top of it and magnetize it. I think it'll be pretty. Because this is kind of like a chameleon cat eye, and it's larger. So it's, you know, with the chunkier flakes in it. And chunkier metallic pieces, metal pieces in it. Magnets. There you go. So we're about to see. Yes, this works the way I want it to. So from the bottom, from the top, this side. Now let's try to light it up. There it goes, getting a little more lit up the way I want. That's good. I'm gonna cure that. The other color I'm gonna use is pink, like a hot pink. And I think I should actually do what I'm gonna do on the base before I do that. So I think I'll do that. So just 1 second. For some strange, out of my control reason, I am not good at zebra stripes yet. I have tried. It's not coming together for me. So I use my stamping plates in the meantime. And I do want a zebra print on here. So I'm gonna go for this one right here. And since it's gonna be pink and on this blue, I don't think the pink will be enough. I'm gonna try it with just the pink first, but if not, I'll use my white. So let's just try and see what happens. Just try our hot pink first. If not, I'll have to do the white and then the pink, which is going to be substantially more difficult for me. Because, I mean, trying to go over the same exact stripes the same exact way, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So let's just hope this works on its own. Something's telling me it's not. worked out. Yay. Thank goodness. Because me trying to put that on the white and then that, no, that was not going to be pretty. We're good. Good to go. That's all I needed. Literally all I needed. Because the cheetah print I can do by hand. It's very easy. So let me clean up and come back. Okay. Now I'm going to go over this with some shucky ducky, some matte top coat, so I can go ahead and draw my French on there. And let's start with that. I've done this before with just, I believe, one nail, showing you how much work I put into just the one design. It takes a while, and I did it in real time other than the curing times, but this is basically that, but with more nails. Okay, now that we've got our matte on there, this is the closest liner pink that I have. So I'm gonna try and get me a cute little French tip on there. And let's start by doing this. And how was it? Oh, this way. The T method. So I'm not doing a deep French, I'm just doing a regular French. Up. And up. I think that's going good. We can always go up a little more if need be. I think that's good. I always look at it and I overanalyze it, but I think this time I'm not overanalyzing so much, which is good. I think that looks even. I hate that I have to overanalyze, but I also want it to be even enough that, you know, it's not totally noticeable. Because I'm sure it's not perfectly even at any point in time. Pull out a tape measure and all the other stuff. There's no need for that. And if I do 10 of them, I guarantee they're not nowhere near as close to each other as they should be. But from a glance, they are. See, like right now, I want to keep going and keep going. And I don't think I need to, but I do at the same time. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. Now, obviously, for the cheetah print, I'll probably just do like the little outlines of the cheetah print, you know, the empty cheetah print, because I was going to use this black cat eye, but I don't think that's going to, you know, exactly make it opposite. So I'm going to use the same main background color and make our little cheetah print. Just, you know, the little outline of the cheetah print minus the middles. Want one kind of off the side here. And you want your little dots here and there. Little dots and a line here and there. Okay, now let's magnetize it all at once. There we go. Cure that for 60 seconds and come back. I have to try to clean as I go when I'm doing multiple nails because it makes it not so overwhelming when I'm done, because every nail is like different colors. So you got this many polishes out. Most of my, well, all of my cat eyes, minus 3, just the silver ones, are over on the wall, so I have to get up. But it's easier than waiting to the end and taking everything back. It takes forever to clean up, but that's okay. Now we're gonna put our top coat on it, and this will be done. I like to use my top coats that I'm trying to get rid of for my just like single nail artwork or nail artwork I'm posting, not my fingernails, so that they don't go to waste. So now that that one's done, we can move on to the next one, which again, it is a French tip. It's one of the pre-designed French tips. Let me get you out just a little bit. And we're going to utilize, the French tip. Now, this one, I want to do like an ombre, not an ombre, really. I mean, it is an ombre, but it's not. Where you use the pat gels and you make it splotchy. I'm gonna use the white part for that. And then up here, I'm gonna use cat eyes of different colors and kind of blend them together where they're splotchy all over it. That's the idea. So it's simple, but it would be pretty. And I figured using this would be easier because it's a matte top already. You already got your French cut out, and the white for the pat's already there. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. So now that this one's done, now we move on to this one. So I'm gonna get my pats out and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're gonna be using 3 colors. We're gonna use that mint green, a purple, and a pink. So we're gonna do the same at the bottom with the pats. And this is like a really pale pink. I don't think that I'm gonna use because I don't know how well that's gonna look. Let me go get the other pink. Okay, it's still a lighter pink, but it's not as light as that one was. So we're gonna go through and use our light pink, our purple, and our mint. Just right through the center for our pat. So we're gonna take our palette here, right here. And I think we'll start with the pink. Get me a little pink out. Pat it off on here. And like I said, the pat's gonna be on the white part. So get me some pink right here. We can come with a cleanup brush before we cure to get it. Well, really we don't have to because we're gonna put polish over it. So that's only if you want to. And I just wanna, get the colors spread out. I'll probably go over these twice. Then I get me another sponge. Go in and get me some mint. Pat it in a couple places. Try to blend them into the ones next to them. Yeah. And then we're gonna get us some purple. I said, you're trying to blend them as you go into the ones next to them. I think I'm gonna put some green in between these two purples, because I don't want it to be just one part. You know, all just purple in the center. I want it to be kind of spread out here. Blend those best that I can. Get this pink and blend some more. Like I said, I'm not really too concerned with what gets up there because we've got something to follow as far as the French goes. I might swipe that purple off of there because we're going to paint over it with cat eyes. But first thing we're going to do is put a second coat of these on here. Let me get my cleanup brush. Get a little alcohol on it. Kind of swipe that off of there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to cure this. For about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to pat them again. This time I'm going to start with the purple. Now see, that solidified the color right there. So I won't have to go in a third time. This is looking good. So we're done with the purple. Come in with the green. Get all the green where it needs to be. Like I said, we're blending as we go. So if you go over another color a little bit next to it, that's good. That works out. Blends it. And onto the pink. Get my pink real blended here. I feel like it needs some pink right here. Let me see if I can work that in. Yeah, close enough. And now, again, I'm going to clean up the line, and then I give it a 60-second cure. Then we'll go in with our cat eyes. And like I say, you have to be super precise. I'm just cleaning up a little excess. The cat eyes will cover the majority of that. Now I'm gonna, oh, missed a spot, hold on. And I'll pop it in for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, now we're gonna start in with our cat eyes here. We wanna get them all blended. Then I'm gonna demagnetize them. I don't know, let me see how well they show up. Let's see how well these show up before I decide if I'm gonna put a second coat or not. And I can clean these up from the other side with the cleanup brush. So I'm not worried if it gets on the French part. Not that bad. Put some green here in the center. I think I want some right here. And maybe some right here. All right, now I like to blend with this brush. I just pat it next to the colors, back and forth, until they look like they're blended. It's okay if some of the color gets in the other color. It's kind of what you're wanting here. And make sure there's no blank spots. And I'm not going to do a second coat because I don't believe it needs it, so I will clean up this French line. There we go. And right here. Now I'm going to magnetize it. Let's come up from the top, from the bottom, one side, and then this side. Do this side again, and then this side again. There we go. Cure that for 60 seconds and come back. All right, now that's what we have so far. Now I'm going to add these flowers. Notice there's no yellow. Add these yellow flowers after I wipe it clean, because the sticky layer will prevent the flowers from sticking. And I think I want to focus these on the French tip part. So let's put one right here. That's kind of off kilter there. Come on, there you go. I'm gonna straighten that onto there. Rub it on there so it stays. And find me another one. I want me one with two. Maybe this one. Now, I can do this one like this. I don't worry about the sticker hanging off. I can cut that with a pair of scissors. And we need one for the center. be too big. Let me see. Yeah, it's too big for what I want. Maybe that one. Nope, too big. I think I'll do another corner one like I just used. Like that one. This one right here. But this one will be coming up from this corner. And there that goes. Now I'm going to cut those off before I put the top coat on, otherwise top coat might drip down on it and it'll be hard as a brick. So it's easier to cut now. I do not use these for my cuticles. I don't use scissors on my cuticles, period. I got these, did not like it. So don't use it for that. Use it for this. Use it for cutting foils, not my nails. There we go. Clean those off later with some alcohol. Now we're going to put a top coat on this. And it's not done yet, but I will let you go after this nail. Okay, got some finishing touches to go on here. One being silver. I'm going to use our silver liner to separate our French tip. Most would use white. I'm not most. I'm using the silver. Mainly because I like the way it looks with these cat eyes. Let me round out that center at the bottom. Cure that. Well, these are what you made with me. I think they're cute. And this one was the one that was in my head. When I thought of it in my head, I wanted the colors to be meshed like this with the different things. But I said, no, that's too much. This will be fine as is. And I think it turned out cute. So thank you for coming to spend some time with me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful day, week, night, month, year. And please come back. Bye, my little oddies.